Hello, my name is Alexandra Rivera, and my topic for my research paper is, does a corporation's ethical practice have an effect on millennials' buying behavior? For my background and purpose, I have, even though Gen Y is one of the largest generations, limited research has been conducted on a corporation's ethical practices having an effect on their buying behavior. Due to the rise of consumers caring more about companies' ethics, there needs to be more research on this topic. This study attempts to determine whether the ethics of a retailer have an effect on the buying behavior of millennials. So, Generation Y spans around 17 years from ages around 20 to 36. This generation comprises 71 million consumers. The key terms for my literature review are ethical consumerism, retail ethical practices, and purchasing behavior. In this study, we will see how each of these terms relate one another to this topic. So, millennials' buying behavior is influenced by evaluating the truthfulness of a corporation's model against their own set of morals. As such, brands that align with the social cause are giant attractors for millennials. It is in the best interest for retailers to learn how their ethical practices influence Generation Y's buying behavior. So retailers can well adapt their business ethics to that target market. For the methodology, an online survey was developed to measure consumers' willingness to buy from ethical retailers. The Likert scale, nominal scale, and open-ended questions were adapted or modified from other studies. Undergraduate students from a university in the southwestern United States were recruited using social media such as Facebook and Twitter. Over a 2-week period, 63 respondents participated in the study, but only 44 were actually useful for the study that I had. For the analysis and results, the data was analyzed using Qualtrics and Excel, and the median was determined for the different Likert scale questions. The following research question was developed based on the literature review. So the first question is, are Generation Y consumers more willing to purchase from ethical corporate retailers? A 5-point Likert scale with the endpoints of strongly disagree to strongly agree. They are used to determine if the respondents are more likely to purchase from ethical retailers. A median of 3 showed that respondents felt neutral about how important the firms they deal with have an ethical reputation. Also, on the same Likert scale, the median was the same. It specified the median to be 3, and it revealed that respondents to feel neutral to pay considerably more money for a product from a firm that they knew to be extremely ethical. A nominal question showed that 44.8% would pay more for ethically sourced products, but about the same amount said that they might or might not pay more. And 11.63 said that they would not pay more. And that is what the graph is. So this whole red is might or might not. No, the red is definitely yes and yes. And then the green is definitely no and no. So I just combined both of them to get a better number instead of having them all divided. Okay, so for another question indicating a median of 4 and a IQR of 1, the participants agreed that they feel bothered when they discovered a retailer has acted unethical. And an open-ended question showed that 62% of respondents would start to purchase products from corporations that were public on social media about their ethical practices. So it seemed like if the retailer was very open on social media, that's when they're more willing to open and get more of the millennials on their side. So on a nominal scale, question showed that the median age of participants was 22 years old. The ethnicity showed that 84.09 of the respondents were Hispanic, 11.36 were white, and 4.55 were other. Of the 44 participants, 75 stated that they were currently enrolled college students. These participants were asked about their grade level. And on another open-ended question asking participants if they stopped shopping at a retailer because they did something unethical, the results were 43% of the participants had stopped. And some examples were Target's restroom policy of the transgender was one of the issues. And then a lot had to do with animal cruelty. So one didn't like that Uggs used real fur, and then the other three didn't specify, but they just had put animal cruelty was one of their problems. So for the finding and conclusions, it revealed that millennials are concerned about ethical issues, but they need more information on the actual topic of why the retailer is unethical or ethical. So a study done by Marilyn and Ahmad in 2001 showed the exact same thing. They found consumers do seem to need more information to allow them to make better ethical judgments. And there is a role for firms communicating this more effectively through the media. So it kind of goes back to that 72% or the 62%, I'm sorry. If the retailers publicize that they are ethical or that they do certain good things, that seems to win millennials over. So even though many of the results swayed to the side of that they were more on the ethical side, some of my participants didn't care. And I don't know if that's because of where I went about, like on Facebook. I wish I would have gone on campus and asked just college students or people who are more educated or have a background in that than just using people on Facebook. So what else? Yeah. Thank you for listening.